Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel here, back with Sweetcore Brews on Zero's Route. And this is chapter 3 for the demo for Zero's Route. I'm very excited to see how this episode will end, though I will be sad because this is the end. This will be the end of Zero's Route for the demo. And I'll finish up Kingsley's route soon enough. But yeah, again, reminders, if you haven't already, please check out the Kickstarter campaign for Sweetcore Brews. I'll leave the link for it in the description below. If you want to check it out, highly recommend, as you can already tell. But yeah, let's just get into it. Last time, Millie and Zero were on the teacup ride and lots of fun things were happening. Primarily, they were trying to kind of create enough like centrifuge-like motion so that the prism gloss flavor profile experiment could go well. And it seems like it has, based on the end of the last part for this route. So let's see what exactly happened and if Millie and Zero were successful in getting something out of going on to the teacup ride. Oh, Zero, look! There's bubbles. Lots of them. Even I haven't seen that before. Whoa, so it actually did work. I don't know if we've necessarily hit the jackpot, but this is definitely a start. Let me see if I can try to get a better look at it. Exiting the ride, we go find a corner to properly examine the cup. So it does look like we got some separation going on. And oh my goodness. Look at that. You see that tiny little sparkle there at the bottom? You mean the thing that looks like a pearl? It is a pearl. Well, sort of. Judging from the way they keep changing colors, I'm pretty sure those are Imbrian pearls. I've seen them used in other recipes, but I'm kind of surprised to find them being used in fairy floss of all things. What would you usually use them for then? To me, they just look like sugar candies. Funny enough, they're good for simulating flavors like bacon, steak, or tuna. Okay, some various proteins. Nowadays, you'll see a lot of pet food sold in coven markets made with it. That does bring up a good question, though. If the fairies are using Imbrian pearls for a sweeter taste, that means they have to be fusing something else with it to transform the flavor, right? It sounds like you'll be playing alchemist for just a bit longer. So, if you were back at the shop, what would you do next? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't know. Part of me is still shocked that we even managed to isolate those pearls in the first place. So, last time my gut feeling was right to use the marshmallow extract to isolate the sweetness. Which brings me to believe that maybe we should try something similar again. But this time, why don't we use the rest of the candies you brought earlier? Say no more, we should have plenty for this. Best part is, we know how to do it if we need to run it through another spin. I suppose you're right about that. Once we finish mixing everything together, we should get in line for the teacup ride again. Or, how about instead, we try another wheel? We do have more wheels in our disposal around this park. It doesn't take me long to follow Zero's gaze over to the Ferris wheel. Oh god. And here I was, thinking that I was going to escape it, but there it is, as if it's been waiting for me all this time. The worst thing is, knowing that the teacup ride actually worked, I wouldn't be surprised if Zero's suggestion turns out to be right again. Still, without thinking, I shrink back. Huh. You don't like heights? That's not exactly it. I think I'd rather take my chances on the teacup ride again. I guess we could, but I was thinking that maybe we could try to figure out if maybe using a bigger wheel would make it better. You know, if you don't want to go on it, I can test the brew myself on it. You would? You want to get this experiment going, right? So you can just wait here while I go on the Ferris wheel and see what it does. I love that. I love that Zero's doing that for her. It's even offering to see the hesitation that Millie has. It doesn't. Sorry, sometimes I like how they do the text boxes, but because it blends in when it goes against like a lighter color in the background, I can't read as well. But that's also my problem because I'm not paying as much attention. It doesn't hurt. If it doesn't turn out to do anything, we can go for the teacups. So how's that for you? Huh. Somehow I was expecting her to give more of a pushback for saying no. But she's being so understanding? Are you sure you'd be okay with going on your own? Well, I'd miss having someone to kiss at the top. But I guess that's what later is for, right? Once we wrap up these experiments. A kiss at the top. She said that on purpose, didn't she? Or is it just... I can't help but give the Ferris wheel another nervous glance. Yet, all of a sudden, I feel Zero's hand on mine as she pulls me to her arms. Hey, seriously, you don't have to go if you don't want to. Just remember, that's what I'm here for, okay? Oh, that's cute. Really, it's fine. I know how much you want to get this right. So, just let me turn things around for you. Her words linger in my mind, and in my heart, as I watch her start to make her way towards the Ferris wheel. Turn things around for me. Is that what you really want to do? Moments like these, I really do wonder if Zero has looked far ahead enough for what's in store for the two of us. But if she says that she really hasn't forecasted on our futures together, then what she said just now, did she? Wait, Zero! To my relief, Zero turns around at once, yet she seems slightly confused. What happened, Millie? It's nothing bad. I think I should go with you. Are you sure? Because if you think it's too much for me, then don't... No, I want to go. I should go if this is my challenge to take, right? Reading my expression, Zero gives a sigh before taking my hand. All right then, but if you just say the word, and I'll make them stop the ride if I have to. Oh, that's so cute. I won't say no to that offer just yet. I know I said yes, but even just walking up to the Ferris wheel is already giving me second thoughts. So much for it being one of Tapioca Park's greatest landmarks. All I'm seeing right now is one massive wheel of shame, even with Zero trying to ease my nerves. The line for the Ferris wheel isn't very long, as we find ourselves already getting into our cart before it's even hit me that we're already on it. As soon as we get inside, Zero tries to cheer me up with a grin. Alone at last, huh? I pass her a smile before I find myself glancing from the cart. Even just staring out into the view of the park from here, I can't help but tighten up in my seat. Oh, so maybe Millie is actually afraid of heights? I don't know. Earlier in the episode, it seemed like there was like another thing, like going with someone else, and something bad happened. Unless something bad happened and it had to do with like being on top of the Ferris wheel, so it's become a height related thing rather than like a person specific aversion. So I don't know. We'll see. Hey, remember what I told you? I know, but you can just ignore me for now. I gingerly set the cup beside me as I finish placing the last of the gummy worms and jawbreaker pieces into it. I really need to remind myself that I'm on a work mission. Nothing more. Not even if Zero is here. This is just work. That's all there is. Except, why is it that every time I look at her, I can't tell the difference? Oh my goodness. Oh, Millie. You're too cute. You guys are so adorable. To my dismay, the Ferris wheel finally starts moving. Zero continues to look at me as she leans in closer. If it's making you nervous, just focus on your brew. We might as well be watching for it to do something. I quietly answer with a nod, my eyes transfixed on the brew while my mind is already drifting off to other places. Then suddenly, as the cart jostles, Zero wraps both of my hands in hers. Zero, right now is not the... Just look at me. If it scares you, then just focus on me for now. Whatever it takes for you not to see how high we're going. Really, Zero, that's not the problem. If you're not afraid of heights, what is it then? Is it me? It's not you. It's that filthy coward. Who is this filthy? I knew it. There's someone. Suddenly, everything goes silent but the soft creaking of our cart. Who? Who's the coward? I demand names. Oh god, this is really happening right now, isn't it? This is all going to sound stupid. Try me. Maybe you'll be surprised like you always are. Collecting myself, I realize she's still holding my hand, even as I give her an uncertain look. So, contrary to what you might think, I actually do like Ferris wheels. In fact, this one used to be my favorite one ever. That is, until what? Until yours truly begged for her first serious date to go on it thinking we'd kiss at the top like in all those dramas. I can tell it's all finally dawning on Zero. I knowing her, she's probably preparing her quips as we speak. So then what happened? Well, a kiss at the top was definitely not what I got. That's for sure. But instead, I got to be the girl who was dumped at the top after finding out she'd been cheated on the entire time. Oh, no, Millie. I'll fight the coward for you. That's so... I'll fight the coward with Zero. Zero goes quiet all of a sudden, and yet her hands tighten around mine even more. Please tell me you're kidding. I know I'm a little weird, but do you really think that I'd willingly want to have a depressing time at my favorite theme park? I'd spent so many summers coming here as a kid, back when everything felt so bright and possible. Somewhere along the line, I got to thinking that nothing bad could ever happen at this place. Then came that day, when I had more than plenty of time to reflect on how very wrong I was about that. Because, as with most things like these, I didn't just get dumped. I also got stuck at the top with my cheating ex till they finally got the ride working again. Now you're pulling my leg. Believe me, I really wish it didn't happen. Then at least I'd be able to focus on why we're both really here right now. Well, testing your brew is just one of many reasons why we're here. With a fond look, she teasingly tugs at a lock of my hair. As she leans in, I can already sense what she's about to say, when... Zero. When did the ride stop moving? Oh, wait. You're right. When did we stop? That's what I was trying to ask you. Fighting back my nerves, I glance out from the corner of my eye, only to notice the rest of the other carts in a standstill. Oh god. Don't tell me. Nope. I refuse to believe I'm this unlucky. Or you could be lucky this time around. Zero! If the ride isn't moving, it sort of beats the point of us going here in the first place. I really hope it's not going to take another 3 hours for them to get us all down from here. Huh. Despite my squirming, Zero's hand remains close as she stares out into the view overlooking the park. I always swore I was never going to tell anyone that story again, yet now here I am. But between getting stuck and with all that's writing on this prison floss tee, somewhere along the line, maybe what I was really afraid of was returning to the very place where once upon a time I felt like I'd failed. Aw, Millie. I don't want to fail again. Not with this tea, nor with Zero. It's good that you admit it to yourself. That's the first step. First step for progress. Seeing her like this, even if she's still holding my hand, it's almost too hard to tell what she's thinking right now. And for someone who's never been one to hide her expressions from me, that's a difficult first to take in. Taking a deep breath, I prepare myself to say something, when Zero's voice catches my attention first. Do you miss them? Is that what this is? What do you mean? You know, whenever you come here, you think about what you wish it could have been with them. Or is it that you've already tried to see if you could work things out again? No, that's definitely not something I want. Oh, then what really is it, Millie? Like I told you, it was just this silly thought. After watching one too many dramas, I couldn't stop picturing us kissing at the top of the Ferris wheel, as if maybe that meant that we'd be together forever. But then reality hit, and I had to ask myself all these questions I'd never asked myself before. Like, was I not enough for them? Was there something wrong with me for them to do something like that? Or what had I done to make them find someone else? What if it was none of those things, though? What if they were just a coward for not realizing they were about to ruin a good thing? Or maybe they just weren't meant to be the one to make your dreams come true. Zero. My gaze drifts back to our hands, yet Zero soon has me glancing back up at her. The way I see it, your kisses aren't something that just anyone should have. Not when I know how sweet they can be. So, while your kiss at the top has been a long time in the making, I think we both know that it's just about as ready as that prison brew of yours will be by the end of this ride. What's gonna happen? You're gonna kiss now. My heart starts pounding as Zero takes both of my hands and brings me towards her. The anticipation is starting to hit me, as her lips are now inches from mine, knowing that I'm taking in every second of this, and making a new memory. The best part of this moment is that I won't be just making your sweet dream come true, but mine too. Aw. Okay. So choices here. How can you make my fantasy come true? Be careful, fairy floss can get you sticky. Will you give me something sweeter then? Okay. Okay. I know 3, just knowing. 3 definitely is something a little crazy. And I'd love to see it, but I don't think I can record that and post it on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to leave that to your own demo playing. I'm sure it'll be very good. So I'm left with options 1 and 2. Be careful, fairy floss can get you sticky. I don't know, maybe 1? Because like 2 is like outright kind of being oblivious, unless 0 presses on. So let's just try 1. 0. How can you make my fantasy come true? Despite knowing the answer already, I relish in the way she gives me that knowing smirk. She then lets her hands drift up towards my face, tracing along the sides while making a new memory of her own. Do you want me to show you? Well, I mean, yes, but what? I thought this was a job for Prince Zero to the rescue. Oh, it is, but it's just going to be so different now that you know exactly what I want. Huh. If anything, that's what makes it better between us. For one thing, I know just a simple little school kiss isn't going to satisfy you anymore. And I, for one, know that I still have plenty of other ways I can surprise you. Now that she has my attention, Zero takes out a tuft of the leftover prism floss from the bag. With a lick to her lips, she then brings the piece to me, letting the sweetness tap along my lips. You love it when it's sweet, don't you? I know you want to taste some now, but you can't wait anymore for your sweet kiss at the top. Well, my princess, I may just have the solution for you. Just as my lips begin to part, ready to take a bite, Zero takes the piece back into her lips instead. Then all at once she pulls me in close, bringing our lips together as a splash of sweetness immediately hits my senses. Zero. It's sweet, isn't it? And the prism floss isn't too bad either, is it? She chuckles between our kisses, yet as the deeper we pull into each other's grasps, I'm willing to let her have the joke. There's no denying how sweet this is, but really, it's not the fairy floss that's melting my taste buds. It's the way she has me completely in her arms, absorbing every second as our lips touch and graze, quiver upon each other's. If prism floss tastes sweet, then this is something so much more. But I think I finally know what it is. As if reading my mind, Zero presses me in closer before bringing another piece of fairy floss between us. Chuckling, she takes one end of it and offers me the other. Do it quickly before it starts melting in your mouth. Sharing a giggle, we'd each take an end before pressing our lips together and giving our kiss yet another dose of flavor. While the prism floss has long withered between our lips, we don't stop. I think that piece was even sweeter than the first one. Or maybe it's just that your kisses are getting even sweeter. So tell me, is it as good as you were hoping for? I think you know the answer to that. Somehow I wasn't picturing prism floss being part of the moment, but you like the extra sweetness, don't you? Well, it's only fair you get more this time, to make up for the last. But to be honest, I still think our tastiest kisses are the ones with just our flavor. With a smirk, Zero seeks out my lips. Only this time, she doesn't reach for the fairy floss. Now this is the kiss at the top. I could feel her smiling through our kiss as her arms wrap around me, enveloping me in her entire world. And with this kiss, I'm slowly letting her into mine. As the heat begins to settle between the two of us, we can't help but rest together while feeding each other some small pieces of prism floss from the bag. There's nothing better than having yet another sweet treat after the other. With another peck at my rosy lips, Zero snuggles me into her arms, welcoming me to rest my head upon her chest. And here I was just thinking I'd settle for a kiss at the top. Not with me. Was that all you were going to get? I just wanted to make sure you got a better memory out of all of this. Thinking back on today, I know I have, Zero. Just as we share another kiss, the ride suddenly begins to creak and move. Oh, we're actually moving again. I wonder if they're going to let us finish the ride or if they're going to get everyone off of it. Even if they do try to offer us the latter, I get the feeling you're gonna want to stick around for another round. You mean for our experiment, right? Oh, speaking of which, I should probably... Oh. I almost do a double take as I examine the thermos cup. Even Zero's eyes widen the moment she stares down at the brew. Whoa. Is it supposed to turn silver like that? Well, my tea crafting senses are telling me that we must have let it steep too long without mixing it every couple of minutes. I suppose I should have been mixing it this whole time, except... You happen to have your hands and lips full, huh? Not only that, but we also practically ate the rest of the prism floss we had. The two of us look over to the nearly empty bag. That's strange. What's strange? Well, normally, I feel like you'd be panicking by now. I know how much this means to you, too. It does, but... My voice trails for a moment as I glance out into the park. A place like this is never meant to be enjoyed alone, isn't it? Not when there's a new memory to be made with each person, especially when they want to be here with you. Glancing back at Zero, I finish my thought by pressing my forehead to hers in silence. With a peaceful smile, she runs her fingers through my hair, nuzzling at my nose. Oh, I'm sorry for taking you away from your alchemy. At least the good news is that we still have a good part of the day left if we need to get more prism floss. Then we can come back here and run our little experiment all over again. Somehow, I don't think you're talking about the brew anymore, are you? Zero can't resist laughing as she takes the cup from me so she can kiss me instead. Now, it's my turn to say, I think you know the answer to that. That is what all the best alchemists do, though, right? You know it. I do know it, Princess, which is why I'll be here to help you every step of the way. I'm sure that with a few more tries together, we'll get down to the source of all that fairy sweetness. But first, taking her kiss, I settle for making yet another new memory of one of her and me. For as much as I set my sights on this challenge, in my heart, I know the magic in her words rings with just as much truth as mine. Aw, that's so cute. That was very cute. Okay. Customer list. Sam. Farah. Oops. Josie. Nick. These are random people's names. I have no idea. Hannah. Try using a noun to see the answers of each question being displayed for you. A display? You can always try to see where to get the right answers for your questions. I don't know how much of this is like actual, like I should be doing actual completion of like the words making sense. Like they need to make sense in the context of the story or the text. I want to become a mage, but all of my components keep spoiling. What should I do to stop that? Try using a display to see the answers of each questions being displayed for you. You can always try to see where to get the right answers for your questions. To Josie from Millie. Letter was sent. That's a fantastic suggestion. I'll give it a shot and see how it pans out. An instant noun potion will help them crackle up in an instant. An instant laugh potion? I don't know. I feel like my life is boring and is missing something big, but I have no idea what it is. What could I do to fix that? An instant laugh potion will help them crackle up in an instant. To Hannah from Millie. Darling, this is simply marvelous. I graciously accept your advice, for it resonates deeply with my refined sensibilities. How nice. I recommend doing jumping jacks in the morning before you take your daily walk. This should help you wake up and energize you and even build you up with a stamina. I don't know. I have had a rough day, and I am looking forward to relaxing and clearing my head. What should I do to unwind? I recommend doing jumping jacks in the morning before you take your daily walk. This should help wake you up, energize you, and even build up your stamina. To Sam from Millie. Your advice isn't really my cup of tea, but I appreciate the effort. I'll explore other options instead. That's fair. A planner? I don't know. A planner could help you achieve your goals. However, be careful. Sometimes the side effects can be harmful. I have so many chores to do around the house. How should I motivate myself to do them? To Nick from Millie. This letter was also sent. I think I have one more. That's a fantastic suggestion. I'll give it a shot and see how it pans out. I recommend using a love what? Like, I don't want to say a love. Romantic environment. My letters aren't making sense. It's okay. I was bored, so I decided to talk with my cats, and they talked back. What should I do? I recommend using a love to create a romantic environment that'll be very difficult to forget. From Millie to Farah. Lol, not sure if I'll actually go for it, but thanks for the hilarious vibes. Thank you so much. That was the end of Sugar Coated Hyperlove with Zero for the demo of Sweetcore Brews. I'm hoping that there will be another chapter release if the social media challenge on Noshi Studios' Twitter account is successful. And again, if you don't know about it already, if you go to their Twitter account and like the pinned post and it gets 400 likes before this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, then we get another chapter for the demo. And I'd love to have it. So please go to the Twitter account if you can. I'll link it below in the description. But yeah, that was really cute. I really like Millie and Zero together. They're very adorable. And Millie, had to confide in Zero about her past relationship with that terrible person. So I'm glad I could see that, like, Millie opening up and, like, both she and Zero opening up to each other and just, being cute with each other. It's very nice. But anyways, I will see you for one last episode, for the Sweetcore Brews demo, and this will be for Mr. Kingsley. And I will be back with that tomorrow, I believe. So, hopefully we'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.